Hi, I'm Nick Vandervort, Technical Development Manager with Verdesian Life Sciences, and today I am in Whitewater, Wisconsin at Agritech Consulting with Dr. Tim Maloney. He's one of our contract researchers that we utilize to prove the efficacy of our products. And we are out here in a Nutrisphere trial today, and Tim is going to explain some differences visually that he is seeing between untreated UAN applied at side dress and also some UAN at side dress that was treated with our Nutrisphere-N HV product. Tim, glad to be out here. I'm going to give it over to you and you can explain some stuff to us. Thanks.
Thank you, Nick. These field trials are set up in a corn-on-corn situation to mimic a lot of Midwestern corn production where we're growing corn after corn after corn. And we all know that corn residue is something that we have to deal with. It loves nutrients, but it doesn't like always giving them back. So in a corn-on-corn situation, you put a little more stress on the plant. Any treatments that show a positive effect typically show up better in corn-on-corn because of that nutrient immobilization. One thing we didn't plan on this year, of course, which my crystal ball actually didn't break this year, it drowned. We have had weather and weather and weather and weather and rain and weather and everything. But the good news is if you've got plots set up, at least if you've got good drainage, you can put that kind of moisture stress on them, but still get some treatment effects. So in this particular trial, there's a number of different combinations. We're looking at some new technology coming up, some numbered compounds that are even the next generation. So we're seeing some good effects with what is available. Then it's like Star Trek, it's the next generation. These first 4 rows are an untreated. This is a side dress trial. And what I usually look for in a nitrogen trial would be at this season, today is July 24th, so we are at tassel stage, at VT stage, we're starting to get some silks out. I want to look at things like leaf color, vigor, which is kind of an ambiguous, but vigor for a lot of us, vigor is something we can pick up with our eyes. So overall color, dark green, light green. I want to look at any leaf firing that might going up. I don't get too worked up really right now about leaf firing. There is some firing on this untreated. You get that typical V, that yellowing of the V of the midrib, which is an indication of some nitrogen stress. But I usually get worked up when it comes out on the ear leaf later. But this is an indication that some kind of nitrogen stress is going on. This, like I said, is an untreated, which has got no nitrogen on it. Farmers are not going to do this, but it's a good baseline in which to measure the other ones on. So we want to look at leaf color. We want to look at if there's any firing, if there's the yellow veining of the leaves, and it has it all. And you can tell the lower leaves are actually browning up because the plant is actually cannibalizing that nitrogen to get up higher in the plant. So the first 4 rows is no nitrogen. The next 4 is a more typical, the UAN alone, and you'll see there is a little bit of firing, but not to the degree of the untreated, and the color is better, which nitrogen is going to give you that green color. But the best comparison is the third treatment. If you look at the 4 rows here, if you take a picture right down the rows, you might see a little bit of firing, but you notice there's no sunlight in there. So you have a better canopy closure, you have a better greenness of plant, the plant stature or plant height is better, and the other thing to notice is you can tell by the silking, it actually is more mature. So in other words, the timing of reproduction and the silking is more uniform with that higher or that more consistent nitrogen rate.